Today on Commander Replay, we're back for Game 3 of Aurelia the War Leader. And today, removal's gonna fly. Find out who's coming out the other side. Next on Commander Replay. Today's show is brought to you by Culture, a graffiti artist from New York who brings your favorite pop icons to life. You can check out his one-of-a-kind works on his Instagram page, and if you see something you like, be sure to follow him and drop a comment. But if you see something you gotta have, or are interested in getting some custom work done, feel free to contact him directly through Instagram and be sure to mention Commander Replay for a discount. A link will be in the description below. Welcome back, everyone, playing some more Aurelia the War Leader, Weapons of War, 2019 War of the Spark update. Take a look at this opening hand. It looks pretty ridiculous. We've got a Mana Crypt and a Stoneforge Mystic. Whew, all the things. All of the things. So let's keep this. Here comes a Mana Vault for the Morophon opponent. And we draw a land, even better. Play the land, crack the land, get Plateau, play Mana Crypt, play Stoneforge Mystic. Let's get Mask of Memory. I want to keep the hand full, is my main goal. And pass the turn. Just joke with opponents and say GG. Turn 1. Mana Crypt into turn 1 Stoneforge Mystic. Yup. Hope opponents brought some removal. Wish I could bankroll this hand for, you know, when I really needed it against some really strong decks. I think opponents have toned it down. I see a Tolsimir deck and a Morophon deck. I assume those aren't nearly as hardcore as what we're playing right here. I imagine that the Glissa is probably still pretty strong, though. The Glissa is probably a combo deck and has the ability to machine gun down a bunch of stuff and do a bunch of nasty things. So that one we'll want to watch out for. Let's go heads on this Mana Crypt. Won the flip. Brings it back to our turn. There's a generous gift. Let's play the Mask of Memory. Well, Mana Vault for the Morophon, so they have some acceleration going. That could be good for them. And equip the Mask of Memory. Opponent's gonna Beast Within our Mask of Memory. That does make me a little bit sad. Play... What are we playing? Play the Battlefield Forge. Send the one over to Morophon for blowing up our thing. And pass the turn. They go down to 35. Shared Triumph for our opponent. Yep. Creatures of the chosen type will get +1/+1, and I assume they will be choosing wolves. So today I am joined by 3 Patreon supporters. We have GVR piloting Tolsimir, probably going to be a wolf tribal deck, as made evidenced by this Shared Triumph. Next up, we have Banana piloting Glissa the Trader, going to be an artifact combo deck. Has some really nasty abilities. Ooh, a Perilous Myr could slow us down a bit. And then finally, we have Dragon Knight 104 piloting Morophon the Boundless. Don't know what tribe they're on yet. They said, quote, they're going to bring something fun, though. Here comes a Hamlet Captain. Yep. Humans, maybe? Warriors? So we're back to our turn. There's a Mana Crypt flip. Let's go, Tails. Draw a land. We will play the land. Play the Swiftblade Vindicator. Attack into the wolf opponent. I suppose we could have attacked with the beast also. Whoops. But I guess the beast is also a nice blocker, so should keep the Hamlet Captain from coming our way. Here comes a Nightshade Predator. That one's pretty good in the deck. It gives things Death Touch, and means that opponent can fight and kill stuff. What are we sacrificing? So opponent's going to play a Plague Crafter. Opponent sacrifices the Perilous Myr. What are we sacrificing? Stoneforge Mystic, maybe? Stoneforge can get us some savings on equipment. Yeah, I think we're sacrificing the Stoneforge Mystic just in case, like, Sun Titan comes up. If we get Sun Titan, we can always grab it back and then go search for more stuff. And that is pretty cool. Perilous Myr gets to shoot something. Probably, yep, there goes our Vindicator. That's not amazing. Still have 1 creature left, though, and that's all you need in a Voltron deck. So it brings back to our turn. Let's go Tails on this flip. We won the flip. We draw a Leonin Abunus. That could be helpful to protect our stuff. I'm going to go for Godo right here. Not sure what equipment we're going for. Haven't figured that out yet. We do need to generate some value, which means probably like Fire and Ice. I'm going to go for Fire and Ice. Hopefully it doesn't get blown up. It's not that much we can do about it, but send 3 into the Morophon opponent. They go down to 28, and we'll pass the turn. Soul Ring for the Tolsimir, so getting much closer to the Tolsimir. Actually, they have Tolsimir mana now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, they can fight our Godo. Yep, here comes Tolsimir. Boja coming in. Shoot Godo? Shoot Godo. Yep, Godo down. Okay. Probably gonna have to fight a little bit. Now, opponents have stopped all of our early advantage. Commander Sphere coming down for the Glissa. That'll give them access to green mana, which they haven't had up to this point. Here comes a Surrak the Huntcaller. Yep, that's a good one. It's gonna bring it back to our turn. Mana Crypt flip. Let's go Tails. Lost the flip. Draw a Command Tower. Cool. we're going to equip the Sword of Fire and Ice. I don't think there's any way that opponent blocks with the Surok, so we're going to go their way. Oh, they do. They do block. Don't want us to give us the card draw. Man, opponent's keeping us off the card draw. So we'll play the Leonin Abunis and pass turn like that. Looks like Human Warriors appears to be the tribe for Morophon. Feel a little bit better with our Sword of Fire and Ice protected, but Platecrafter makes me nervous because there could be more of those type of effects around. Oh, that's the other Tolsimir. Oh, that's really strong. We don't have protection from those colors yet either. Having both Tolsimirs in play is really ridiculous. That's a 6/6 wolf. Opponent's going to send a wolf our way. Yep. And Tolsimir into the Glissa. Sure. If we catch a land off the top, we can both equip the Sword of Fire and Ice, cast and attack with Aurelia. That would be a really nice place to be. So I would not mind seeing a land. Ravenous Chupacabra. Let's see where this is going. Hopefully at the Tolsimir. One of the Tolsimirs. Yep. Gonna hit the Tolsimir Wolfblood. That's a good one to hit. Like I said, when both of them are in play, you can just machine gun creatures down. Opponent passes with all their mana up. Interesting. Mana crypt flip on us. We'll go tails. Lost the flip. Down to 27. There's a Boros Charm. Would I Boros Charm to give double strike? We'd have to do it beforehand because of the protection from red. No, we're probably okay to draw just a single card right here. And we can just sit on instant speed stuff as we need to. This opponent tries to shoot it in response, then I might, think about things differently. So we'll send this into the wolf opponent. Sword of Fire and Ice will trigger. We're going to shoot down the Chupacabra here just because if opponent has a reanimate or animate dead, I'd rather they bring back the Chupacabra than the Plaguecrafter. That's an Hour of Revelation. That's not terrible. Oh, we have the Boros Charm combo? Yeah, we're just going to sit on that for a while. All right. Did miss our land drop, though. It's not the best. One-sided board wipes win games, which reminds me I need to put Winds of Abandon in this deck. Have not done that yet. Like I said at the start of Game 1, so many new toys for this deck. It is really hard to sort them all out. It's going to take a lot of playtesting, and I just don't play this deck as much as I used to. I did play it a lot before I started the channel and at the start of the channel. This is a deck that I played quite a bit, so I do still really like it, but I did get a little bit bored of it, wanted to try some new things. Once you kind of get used to the fact that, instant speed removal hurts you very badly, because you're spending so much time and mana trying to equip equipments, you kind of see the shortcomings of the deck, so that is a thing. Now, when that doesn't happen, you absolutely crush face, and that's cool too, but having played this deck just a ton, I'm kind of aware of where the shortcomings are, what things you got to watch out for, and so on and so forth. And here's a privilege position. That's a good one. More food for the Hour of Revelation. Voja, Friend of Wolves, going to go into the... Oh, we're wide open. Oh. And so Voja going into the Glissa opponent, and Tolsimir coming into us. Yep, life total's getting a little low. Like I said, Bruce Tarl came out trying to get all these new equipments in, so we don't have, great access to life gain. And that was in the spirit of trying to test out both of the new swords. Truth of Justice, I haven't resolved it yet, but I don't know, I'm having mixed feelings about it for this particular deck. One of the big problems is that, a lot of the cards that give double strike target the card, like Duelist Heritage and Bruce Tarl. Silverblade Paladin and True Conviction do not, and maybe the deck just needs a True Conviction, but True Conviction is a very expensive mana play. Sylvok Replica coming into play. Feel like that might be looking toward our swords at some... Oh, no, our sword is hexproof. Cool. Haha. The Abunis doing its job. Cool, so we shouldn't need to worry about that, at least for the time being. That's a Journey to Eternity on the Sylvok Replica. I don't think I like that. So when that creature dies, yeah, they can just get things out of the graveyard? No. So we're going to destroy the Sylvok Replica, because Journey to Eternity seems a little bit too good. Opponent's going to Utter End on the Privilege position. Okay, that's a fine play. Privilege position has the ability to make things get a bit ridiculous. So Journey to Eternity fizzles, goes to the graveyard. Sylvok Replica down. Opponent wanted to know why they couldn't get a creature out of the deal on the Privilege position. Yep. That'd be the one additional mana for Utter End and the additional color. Champion of Lamholt coming in. That's a pretty good one. Brings it back to our turn. Mana crypt flip. Let's go tails. Lost the flip. Life total is getting low. That's a War and Power Stone. Not exactly what I was looking for. We are going to cast our commander. Hope to catch a untapped land that makes colors. So go to combat. Aurelia into the Glissa opponent and the Leonin into the Wolf opponent. Fire and Ice will trigger. We're going to shoot down the Champion of Lamholt. That thing has the ability to cause problems. We draw an Allah's Dust. Sweet. We have now 3 board wipes in hand. All the board wipes. Still looking to catch a land, though. Same attack again. Sword of Fire and Ice. Shoot down the Plague Crafter this time. Draw an Inspiring Statuary. Not the land we were looking for. Yep. I'm at 36 lands right now. Kinda wish I was at 37. So, past a turn like that, Boros Charm is not up. Makes me sad. But if opponents try to cough out too much stuff, then we've got board wipes for days. Harmonize for the wolf opponent, sure. Radiant Destiny. Yep, okay. A wolf would be trouble. Voja coming our way. Yep, we don't have profitable blocks on that, so it's going to hit. Our life total is getting low. Whew, we're down to 16. It's pretty low. It's pretty low. Here comes Duplicant. Probably our commander. Maybe the Leonin. Yep, going for Aurelia. I think I prefer that more than Leonin. We can always get Aurelia back out of the command zone. Our mana's a little tight, which isn't the best, but we do have some mana rocks in hand to remedy that. Probably going to have to take a turn off from being like really aggressive here, but it does also make me nervous because the wolves just keep hitting us. Oh, you know what? We can Blasphemous Act. We've got Pro Red. Yeah, that's probably a thing we'll do. Currently 5 creatures in play. Hope to see 1 or 2 out of the Morophon. Get some nice cost reduction going. There's a Farseek. I think opponent having trouble. Oh, yeah, opponent stuck on lands. Turn 8, they're on 4 lands. Ouch. Doesn't seem like their fault. That seems like probably a shuffler issue. But we had some major shuffler issues in the last game. Not the Aurelia game. We filmed the game down the middle. And 2 players, myself included, got mana screwed. And 3 lands and 2 board wipes. Looks like a solid hand against 2 aggressive decks. And proceeded to not draw any additional lands. And then a Terrastodon came down off of the mono green deck nice and early and blew up land number 3, so that was pretty much that. War Priest of Thune. Yeah, we don't have any enchantments. Cool. It's going to get the Radiant Destiny. Works for me. So back to our turn. Probably need to start winning these mana crypt flips. Let's try Tails. Won the flip. All right. All right. Finally catch a land. We're just going to hold off. We're going to hold off on that for just 1 second. Let's play the... Probably want to stay away from this Battlefield Forge, so we'll use it on the Inspiring Statuary. Get that into play. Then I think it's time for the Blasphemous Act. Blasphemous Act will cost 3, so we'll use our 2 artifacts that now have Improvise, or I guess the spell is Improvise, is how that's worded. Play the Blasphemous Act. All the stuff getting blued up. Let's go to combat. Glissa has the most combo potential, so we'll probably just keep hitting there. Oh, opponent's gonna swords on our commander. We don't have anything for that. Ouch. All right. All right, that does get us some life. Puts us back to 20. But I would have much preferred the card draw. Do we tap out and risk our artifacts getting blown up? Think I'm going to try it. I feel like because we've finally been stopped, opponents might try to like actually build a board position. I suspect that everyone will kind of take a turn off and like everyone will probably just take the turn to cast their commander. Except Glissa. Glissa needs another green. They have no additional green. May need to think about shooting the Cabal Coffers of the Urborg at some point. Not a lot of land destruction in this deck either. Volcanic Offering, another card that I really wanted to get in that just no room for. Problem running so many equipments, you just run out of deck slots for a lot of things, and it's super frustrating. Here comes Tolsimir. Yep. Nothing to fight. We'll gain some life though. Keep their life total high. We've hit them a couple times, and they're still at 33, so creating a bit of a mountain to climb. Another swamp for Glissa. Have not found the second green for their commander. That hurts. This late in the game. They do have 8 black mana, though. Torment of Hellfire could be pretty nasty. There's a Whip of Erebos. Okay. Whip getting back... What do they get? Getting the Chupacabra. Okay. Cool. Not blowing up our stuff. Down for that. Tolsimir back to the command zone. Rough. I think that's going to put us into a pretty good position. And Chupacabra gets exiled. Should be able to cast Aurelia, put the sword on. May even double strike. Not sure yet. Ooh, opponent pays to untap the Mana Vault. So they apparently don't have that much going on. Just going to take the turn off themselves. Board's pretty quiet right now, but we're about to explode, so... Mana Crypt flip on us. We'll stay with Tails. Won the flip. Draw land. Cast our commander. Equip the sword. Go to combat. Keep working on the Glissa opponent. Not going to go for the double strike right here. I feel like holding up Indestructible is the right thing to do. Especially because we have all these board wipes. Hopefully we can draw into some additional action for our next turn. So Sword of Fire and Ice will trigger. We'll shoot the wolf opponent in the face, I guess. Killing the, I don't know, killing the Voja token, because if he recasts their commander, he just gets a new token, so I don't know. Doesn't seem super relevant. Oh, we draw a memory jar. That's a good one. And do the same thing again. So hit once again. Opponent's up to 16 commander damage. That is a bit. One more hit from us and they will be gone. That's a Kazul's Toll Collector. Gonna hold off on that for a second, but that could become relevant with more equipments. We don't have anything that gives haste yet. A little bit concerning, but with the memory jar we might be able to find something. So we pass like that. Oh, that's an austere command. Haha. Yep, that's why we sat on the Boros Charm. Artifacts and big creatures. Yep, that would hit us pretty hard, potentially. We're going to give our stuff indestructible. Oh, opponent's going to path our Aurelia. And opponent will sacrifice their commander sphere in response. Yep. All right. All right. Still get to keep our artifacts, though, so that's cool. And we'll get a land out of it. Get a plains. Glissa loses some important stuff. They lose the whip. And they have to sacrifice their commander sphere. They have 0 green mana. Wolf coming our way. That's not great. Maybe I should have shot the wolf. Maybe I should have shot the wolf. All right. If we get another crack at it, that's what we're doing. Shooting the wolf. Here comes Demonic Tutor. Forest. If he has the filter land, that would be helpful. Let's see what they go for. Strip Mine. Don't know if that's what they tutored for, but they have a Strip Mine. Here comes a Solemn Simulacrum. Nice. Wonder if that was it, because that'll get them the forest they need. If they have like a way to like sack it and get it back. Opponent Strip Mine's our command tower. It's annoying, but sure. Aurelia is going to be 10 to cast. We should still have enough, though, to cast her and equip the sword. Here comes some boots for the Morophon. And they're going to pass like that. I can't even imagine what's in their hand at this point. Brings it back to our turn. Tails, lost to flip. Ooh, life total getting low. Life total getting low. Play the Temple of Triumph. We'll scry one time. There's a Balin. Ooh. Balin doesn't have haste yet, so I think we're still on the Aurelia plan. But we'll keep it on top. And this is the glory of equipment Aurelia decks, is that if you just keep wiping the board, and as long as you have a lot of mana, you just keep recasting Aurelia, equipping your equipments, and go into town. She recovers from board wipes very well in that way. Now, the thing that does hurt is like Cyclonic Rift. That's a bad one. If you're expecting Cyclonic Rifts, Red Elemental Blast is huge. Sometimes I run all three, Red Elemental, Pyroblast, and Active Volcano. So Aurelia's back, going on the attack. So take the Glissa out before they can get going. They kind of a rough game for them, didn't have any green mana, but if you let them get going, then you can't stop them, so that's kind of the catch-22 there. We have the opportunity to take them out. It is turn 10, so we will do so. They go to 21 damage. We'll get a Sword of Fire and Ice trigger. Let us shoot the Voja, since it's been causing some problems for us. We draw the Balin. And send in Aurelia to the wolf opponent. Sword on the Voja. It goes down. We draw a Strip Mine. Already played our land per turn, so I guess we're passing like that. Cleansing Nova. Uh-oh. Artifacts and enchantments. All right. This is going to hurt. This is going to hurt. Might be memory jar time. Whew. Losing some stuff. Oh, we lost the Great Furnace too. Yeah, that's why up until now I haven't run those lands. Now that I'm running both Goblin Welder and Goblin Engineer, I've started to, and that's just going to be a risk, is that sometimes you're going to lose these if you're doing that. There's some boots. Well, we can do some stuff. Play Kazul. I think I'm going to go for the memory jar. We could put boots in attack with Kazul, which is like a pretty good amount. Maybe that is a pretty good amount of damage. That'd be 6 damage on the ground, plus 6 in the air. That's 12. That's half their life. I'm still going to go for the memory jar. I feel like we just need to keep looking at more stuff. We have the ability to value, and they like should be out of artifact removal at this point, but swing over to the wolf opponent. Combat number 2. Same thing. Opponent goes down to 18, 11 commander, and we'll pass like that. Arlen, voice of the pack, creates a wolf. Ooh, Surrak Dragonclaw coming into play. Has flash, yeah. Human warrior. And is actually pretty big. It's a 6/6 with trample. I am fairly sure we're in a 2-versus-1 situation at the moment also. Yeah, that's coming our way. This is going to be like most of our life. Mana Crypt is gone, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. What do we draw? We draw a Sword of
Sinew
and Steel. That's interesting. 10 damage is lethal on the Tolsimir opponent, so we can take them down. No artifacts to shoot. The Pro Red is relevant against the Surrak. Okay, that's something. So let's play the sword. Equip the sword. Uh-oh. Opponent's going to Anguished Unmaking on Aurelia. Ooh. Ooh. Aurelia down. Do we Hour of Revelation? I don't know. I think I'm going to go for boots and just equip everything onto the Kazul. No artifacts or anything worth blowing up. Oh, there is a Planeswalker worth killing, but it's tapping up. Yeah, no. No. I think we're just going to stay put. This coming turn might be a good time for All Is Dust, although maybe not if Morophon comes down. Thinking about the Memory Jar also, just going to have to kind of see what happens. I don't think we're going to be able to cast Aurelia for a while, though. And given how low life totals are, the game might be over before she comes back. Aurelia's on 12, and we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we have 8. That's a long ways away. Wolfbriar Elemental, that one seems good. That makes a lot of wolves. Yeah, definitely going to have to be one of the 2 board wipes. Opponent makes another wolf. Yep. Opponent going to attack into the Surrak. All right. Chip away at their life just a bit. And there's enough tokens out here that Surrak may not attack us, which would be cool. Angel of Glory's Rise. Uh-oh. Are we going to survive? Oh, the Surrak is back. We might die. See what opponent wants to do. Who's got haste? Oh, that one's not attacking us. Ooh, gonna send both the other way. They should have killed me. Unless they're concerned that they might not have enough to get through. They have a flyer, though. Opponent goes down to 7, brings it back to our turn. Attack first, then All Is Dust, or All Is Dust, then play the Spine Rock Knoll. Let's get a Hideaway. Wheel of Fortune seems really good. Could look at new cards at some point. Yeah, we're just going to swing. See if opponent lets us go through for any odd reason. Nope. So War Priest of Thune blocks, goes down. All Is Dust time. All Is Dust. Get rid of all colored permanents. And pass turn. Wolf Howler's Call coming in. At the beginning of your upkeep, create X 2/2 green wolves, where X is the number of your opponents with 4 or more cards in hand. Well, that's not us. Well of Lost Dreams is in. Yeah, it's a pretty good card. This one's going to be close. Hopefully nothing explosive out of the Morophon. And when you're talking about warriors, some of them do have haste. Morophon into play. Yep. Alright, so we can go Balin, equip Balin, and that's not a terrible place to be. Let's tap this for some mana, play the Boros Garrison, bounce the Battlefield Forge, play Balin, use Balin's ability. We now have a 5/5 with Double Strike. Don't have Vigilance. Does that mean we can't attack? That might mean we can't attack. Let's Memory Jar. Yeah, let's Memory Jar. Is this a bad time to Memory Jar? We might not be able to cast anything. Yeah, let's Memory Jar. Let's just go for it. Goblin Welder. Ooh. Feast and Famine is a card. Crap. Well, we won't have enough to cast. Although we can just cast the Goblin Welder. Okay. Well, we're going to get through a big pocket of lands. That's really good. Yeah, we could cast the Goblin Welder. I don't want to go for the Wheel of Fortune because that would give them cards. Play the Goblin Welder. Yeah, I definitely did that, like, not in the best order. I think we can attack there. As long as the opponent doesn't get trample, we should be good. Attack like that. No targets for the
Sinew.
Wind Steel. Oh, we can't shoot the Well of Lost Dreams, though, so we'll do that. And opponent goes down. No targets for the
Sinew.
Wind Steel. At least ones that we want to blow up anyway. So, just the Morophon opponent left. It's close, though. If they have something, it could get us. Move the boots over to the Goblin Welder. Goblin Welder now has haste and should be... Spot removal shouldn't be a thing, but trample is still a big problem. Memory Jar will trigger. Original hand comes back. We'll be get rid of for opponent. Eternal Witness, Time Spiral, Joda. Yeah, we got rid of some stuff. All right. Pass the turn like that. Here comes Tajik. That's a good one. Oh. That's haste on Tajik. Okay. Okay. Opponent gonna pressure us. All right. All right. Yep. Opponent's ended both. No trample yet. Gonna block with the Goblin Welder. Activate the Goblin Welder. We're gonna trade in the boots for the Feast and Famine. We go down to 4. We're still alive. Boros Charm could kill us. Opponent plays Wrath of God. Blows up all... Ooh, Tajik survives. That's not good. Tajik is in fact indestructible. Oh, I think opponent just got us. I think they just got us. We have an Ancient Tomb. Okay, but we have 2 turns. Oh, maybe we have 2 turns. Okay. How much is Aurelia? Oh, we can Ancient Tomb to get Aurelia this turn, but if Aurelia dies for any reason, I think we can do it. I think we can do it. Yeah. Opponent's got 0 cards in hand, which is the only... Ooh. But they have Hainware Battlements. Oh, that's a predicament. How much mana do they have? They have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They've already cast Morophon once. So it's got to cost at least 9. The question is, do they top deck a creature? If they top deck a creature, we die. What are the alternatives? The alternatives are we don't do anything, they still have a creature on top, we still die. Okay, that means we gotta go for it. Play the Ancient Tomb. Aurelia in, we're down to 2. Start swinging. Get opponent once, get opponent again. Hope they draw a land. It's a land! We got it! Ooh, that was close. That was as close as they come. Yep, opponent gonna recast their commander. Just in the event that we misclick. Okay, so it's a human tribal deck. Tajik, not a warrior. Opponent gonna send the Tajik in, make sure that we block. Also have to make sure not to use the Ancient Tomb. There's a Burnish chart. That is a very helpful blocker. Play the Battlefield Forge. Equip the swords. Go to combat. Aurelia will trigger. We'll hit. Get 2 sword triggers. No targets for these.
Sinew.
And Steel. Feast and Famine will trigger. Let's activate the Wheel of Fortune thingy. Just for funsies. There's a Path of Exile in case we need it. But largely we introduced ourselves to more risk by giving opponent cards. I just wanted to see what would happen if we wheeled. Wanted to know what was coming. Send in Aurelia for the final attack. And down they go. Aurelia still got it. Yeah. So in game 3 there, we saw a lot of removal flying. I thought we were pretty much just going to like auto-win the game because of the turn 1 Stoneforge Mystic into Mask of Memory. If that started going and we started drawing all those cards, yeah, opponents just would have had a really tough time dealing with us. But because they stopped that, they gave themselves a chance. And they stopped the Fire and Ice on numerous occasions, kept us from drawing additional cards, and we did miss some land drops sooner than I was hoping to because of that. And that stuff started to matter. Like, we almost didn't have access to Aurelia on that last turn, and if we didn't, yeah, we may have lost the game. So yeah, one of Aurelia's greatest strengths, and haste commanders in general, really good after board wipes. Wipe the board, recast your commander, keep hitting, keep getting that damage in. Opponents are constantly under pressure. It makes things very difficult for them. It's a thing that I've always liked. I always played red decks in Standard, so that's kind of what they do, and this deck has the ability to do that. So over the 3 games, we saw some faster games. We saw this game, which went longer, a lot of removal, able to hang through it. I did make one change. I switched out the Ameria Shepherd. I just feel like the deck is so aggressive that Ameria Shepherd just, I don't know, doesn't feel like it's going to fit. Elesh Norn, I think, is going to do a better job of just like shutting down opponent stuff. It really hard locks some decks. So Elesh Norn, just a super sweet card. Added that one in as, just some top-end punch in case we just need something real nasty that doesn't involve trying to get equipments going and things like that. The Sinew and Steel, the protection colors became relevant there just so that we could block the Surok. And as I was thinking about it, we might need another red board wipe. Having 2, maybe 3 red board wipes with multiple protection from red swords could be a really good idea. Truth and Justice, at no point did I really feel like I wanted to go for Truth and Justice. So over the course of the games, a lot of things you could slot into that slot. I really want Bruce Tarl back in the deck. That lifelink would have been huge for us at some point. If you're doing the Godo thing with Helm of the Host, there's also some reasons to run like a Sword of Vengeance for the haste and trample. Those can be really relevant. It can also be relevant with Kazul, Balin, and Armory Automaton. Having that haste and trample can be really good. So yeah, there's a lot of cards. There's a lot of things you could slot into a couple spots. The Sinew and Steel, I mean, if we didn't have to guard our life total so much, we definitely could have hit and blown up the Planeswalker, but we had the All is Dust anyway, but I think it's still going to be a really good sword going forward. So I'm probably going to pull out the Truth and Justice right here. Again, at no point did I really want it, so just for now, I'm going to slot the Bruce Tarl back into the deck because some source of lifelink. You know what, though? Maybe the deck just wants True Conviction. Maybe that's the thing we want. Because if we're dealing with 2... Yeah, let's go True Conviction. That gives us the double strike and the lifelink without the targeting, which is important. So, but I still do really like Bruce Tarl as a creature. Would love to see Iroas back in the deck. Would love to see some room for Gisela, as I've talked about. Lots and lots of things that could go in here. It really comes down to just making tough choices. And because we're using these Goblin Welders and kind of messing around more on the Goblin Welder plan, we want to be set up for that. Because we're messing around with Inspiring Statuary, it's been reasonable. It doesn't help with the equip cost at all, and it doesn't help with casting artifacts, which there are quite a few. So over this slot, you could go something like Palladium Mirror, which is more fragile, but does help with equip costs, does help with artifacts. You could also go for a Blinkmoth Urn in the 5-mana slot, or you could go for a Gilded Lotus out of the 5-mana slot. All of them are pretty reasonable. Gilded Lotus actually does some nice things with Aurelia. If you cast Gilded Lotus on turn 5, play a land on your next turn, you have 9 mana, which means you can cast Aurelia and equip a sword on that next turn if you played the sword a turn previously. So that is a very relevant thing a lot of the time. Also, potentially even just like a Hedron Archive. Hedron Archive wouldn't be awful. A bunch of times we wanted to see some additional cards and we did not. Again, if we're using the Goblin Welder, we could get more card draw going. Could be kind of cool. So, Inspiring Statuary wasn't awful. Definitely helped us. It definitely helped with some of our mana situation. But there are reasons that you may want to run some of the other things instead. Really tough choice right there. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the updated look at this deck. As always, feel free to comment, like, or subscribe. Thank you for watching. I want to thank my awesome Patreon supporters. You guys are awesome. If you want to help support the channel and vote on which decks I play next, or if you're just looking to get some high-quality games of MTGO, feel free to check out my Patreon at the link below.